All right, everyone, welcome back into another fantasy golf video. Going to be breaking down round one of the AT&T Byron Nelson, giving you guys the top showdown picks and the best prop bets / bets in general for round one. Let's go ahead and start out with the best prop bets, though. And so what I want to do is I want to start out with this prop line difference that we are getting for fairways hit between the two sites, specifically Adam Scott. This is a very big edge that we are getting. So the PrizePicks line has this at 8.5. Okay, we can already see the data was favoring the over at 8.5 slightly. But the fact that the underdog line is at 10, to me, is pretty crazy. Because at 10, for the under not to hit, he has to get to 11, right? Because it's not at 0.5 for a difference. This really should be at 9.5. So we are gaining a pretty good edge right now. Because this could still middle, and what I mean by middle is he gets 9 fairways hit, or this just pushes on underdog, which, oh well, if that pushes, he gets 10 fairways hit, whatever, we're kind of okay with that. What we're hoping for is that all these golfers right here get 9 fairways hit. But what I'm going to do here, and I'll show you guys a screenshot of what I'm doing, is with those 5 prop bets, because there should never be a 1 for a difference. And it's the fact that we're hoping that they all get 9. That's what we're hoping for, is 9 from all these. And that could happen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair Adam Scott, because again, it shouldn't be 1.5 for a prop line difference. And the chances of him getting to 11 here for the over, not that great. So what I want to do is I want to pair Adam Scott up with all these 4 other prop bets individually to bet the over on PrizePicks. And then on an underdog, we're actually going to do the exact opposite. We're going to bet the under. Now, personally, I hope that the under hits on underdog because the payouts are slightly better there. But these are some big edges here. This is where betting on golf, props betting wise, that can be huge. This is huge. Okay, this is where we get our big edge. And then from there, I'll just show you guys the best edges that we are currently getting on PrizePicks. Now, I don't know if I exactly agree with Kevin Kisner to get over 3.5 birdies or better. The projection data likes him to get 4. This is a very easy course to score on. Okay, we know that. The average birdies made is about 4.5. And I don't know. I just don't really want to touch those. I want to just be targeting the fairways hit props. Now, for underdog, we are gaining a slightly decent edge on some prop bets, specifically in fantasy score. And so right now we have Tom Hoge to get over his fantasy score. That's a good one. We also have Jason Day to get under 5.5 birdies or better. That's a good one. And we can see in comparison here to PrizePicks, that is going to be a good line. Then we also have Keith Mitchell for over fantasy points and Mark Hubbard for over his fantasy points. And so this is extremely interesting. Earlier on in the day, underdog had this at 8.5. Now they have bumped it to 9.5, and now the day is liking the under. So, we had those slight edges. Then we have Tom Kim potentially for over his strokes. We are gaining a decent amount of good prop bets for round one of the AT&T Byron Nelson. So obviously I'm going to be running out those middles, like I said already, with the fairways hit props. Those could be gone by the time some of you guys get there. If it is, honestly, I really feel good about these top 4 prop bets that we are getting right here. Those should be good ones. And then you could pair that up with Adam Scott for say. Like, that's going to be a good bet for you guys as well. But that's enough of the golf props. Let's go ahead and get into the showdown picks. All right, so let's go ahead and get into round 1 showdown then. So we're going to click round 1 there. And then I'm fine with just looking at the showdown rank, which golfers rank out as the best round 1 showdown plays. And it's going to make sense. These are all the top plays this week. Those are the players we want to be targeting. I'm not exactly sure I see an AM or PM tee time advantage right now. And let's just double check that. And so right now, what we are seeing is that it could be rainy. Maybe that does create a slight edge with the greens being softer in some spots. But weather does not seem to be an issue this week in general. So it doesn't seem to be a specific tee time advantage as well. We do have the hole locations for round 1. Nothing too crazy. This is not tucked by the water, which is nice. Long par 3 though, obviously. That's going to be a potential bogey hole throughout the week. Not tucked by water, not tucked by water. And then the par 5, kind of indifferent about that one. But nothing too crazy in terms of the course setup for round 1. So it should be easier scoring for round 1. But yeah, guys, the top round 1 showdown plays kind of on paper in simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got top 7. I'd be fine with betting all those guys to have the first round lead. That's just kind of the approach we have taken. Okay. So with that, I'll show you guys a first look build with kind of the showdown approach using the 9-to-5 GPP winning lineup optimizer. Okay, so here we go. The top lineup on paper then would be Tom Hoge, Mark Hubbard, Thomas Dietrich, McNeely, Doug Ginn, Peter Quest. Now, the data does really like Peter Quest this week. I don't know. That kind of feels like a fish play. It really does. So I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about him as a play. But for round 1 showdown, I can get there. Maybe 20% is fine, actually. 20% for him, I'm definitely okay with that. Siwoo Kim 30%. I'm kind of okay. I really actually like the exposures here. I really don't think we have to do much here with that. I'm actually just going to go ahead and download this. I'm going to upload these. And then let's get into one of the bigger edges that we have each week. That's going to be the 3-ball bets here. Okay, so right now, the best one that we have is Jacob Bridgman to win his matchup. This has a very strong percent likelihood to hit. Now, there is a big drop-off in terms of caliber of players here. So, yeah, I mean, this makes sense. He's been playing well enough. Definitely okay with that. Ben Griffin over Sean O'Hare and also Cody Grimble. Again, I really don't mind that. Max Gracerman over his... I mean, these are all pretty good. I really like all of these, to be honest with you guys. Maybe don't need to go with Taylor Prenger too much, but for the most part, I'm kind of okay with that. Now, this is the easier scoring event. We do see easier scoring events. We do seem to have a little bit more variance, and so that could happen. Now, one that is kind of popping up to me, just, again, this feels like a fish play to be on Peter Quest this much, but this one is kind of standing out. 3-1 odds for him to win his matchup, has a very good likelihood. Rafael Campos as well, 3-1 odds. That's very good. You can't really beat that. So I kind of like a lot of these, to be honest with you guys. Again, this has been the edge. I like chasing these. Pretty good with all those. But yeah, Chan Kim's been playing well. I definitely think that's a strong one. Ben Griffin, I'm okay with. Jacob Bridgman. These top 4. These are the top 4 I'll be running out. And then I also attach Peter Quest. So I want to give you guys like direct picks. That's what I'm going to be rolling with here. But that's going to do it for this video. Just a quick and easy one. Want to get out to you guys because I do think we are getting some nice edges. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give a like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Good luck. If you guys want access to the tools that you saw in this video, head on over to 9to5sports.com. They're available for just $10 a month.